Why would God allow so much suffering? This is a question that haunts just about everyone at one point or another. Honestly, I think it might be the biggest hurdle to faith. Suffering isn't just a distant concept, it's something we all feel sooner or later. Our bodies wear out, we lose people we love, and sooner or later we all face death. Every day, it can feel like we're living on the edge of disaster. One day, it's a mass shooting. Another day, a drunk driver wipes out a family. A tornado rips through a town, or an earthquake topples a whole city. It's hard not to look at all this and ask, what kind of world is this? If you want to build a case against God, the evidence can look pretty overwhelming. Philosophers lay it out like this. First, if God is all-powerful, he could stop evil. Second, if he's all good, he would want to stop evil. Third, evil exists. So, the argument goes, an all-powerful, all-good God can't exist. That sounds pretty bulletproof, doesn't it? So, what do you say to that? People have tried to wriggle out of this in different ways. Some try to downplay evil itself, saying it's just an illusion or a misunderstanding, something you get past if you reach a higher state of mind beyond simple categories of good and bad, pain and pleasure. You see this in some Eastern philosophies, but honestly, for most of us, evil feels far too real and painful to just write off as an illusion. Others have tried to shrink God's power. They'll say God lets bad things happen because he simply can't control everything. He gave people free will and, in doing so, took a risk. He couldn't know what everyone would do. So if a drunk driver gets behind the wheel, it's out of God's hands. But if God isn't in control, if he's limited like that, is he really the God we read about in the Bible? And is that a God you can truly trust or worship? There's another path some take. They try to cut down God's goodness. Maybe he's all-powerful, but not as loving as we'd hoped. Maybe he rules from a distance, detached from our pain. You see bits of this idea in some branches of Islam and Buddhism. Each of these ways tries to break the logic of the argument, but they all cost us something. Either our sense of what's real about the world, or our relationship with God himself. So where does that leave us? Strangely enough, as Os Guinness once pointed out, the Bible doesn't try to water down any of these hard truths. Instead, it doubles down on them and then offers a deeper kind of reassurance. The Bible doesn't sugarcoat evil. It says evil is worse than we imagine. An invader, a parasite, a cancer eating away at creation. It's not just an abstract idea, it's personal. Jesus calls out the devil, the one who stands against everything good and beautiful. The world God made was good, but now it's been twisted. Evil's root isn't physical, it's moral. It's rebellion against God. And if we're honest, every one of us has joined in that rebellion. Evil isn't just out there, it's in us. But here's the other side. The Bible insists that God's love runs deeper than we can grasp. Even though God could justly wipe us all out, he doesn't. Instead, because he loves us, he comes after us. He wants to save us from the evil around us and even from the darkness inside us. When you look at the gospel, you see it right there. God steps into our pain. He doesn't just watch from a distance. Through the cross and resurrection of Jesus, God faces evil head on. That's his answer to all the brokenness in the world. Sure, sometimes the way God works feels mysterious, almost impossible to figure out. But he does want us to get one thing straight. The fight against evil and suffering isn't going to last forever. God's already won the biggest battle. His victory is a done deal. The cross? That's God stepping into our suffering. The resurrection? That's proof evil doesn't get the last word. No one has all the answers about why evil exists. But we aren't left in the dark about how God responds. One day, when Jesus returns, God will set everything right, completely. Just like Revelation 21:4 promises, he'll wipe away every tear, and all the pain, death, and sorrow will finally be gone. That's the God the Bible reveals. Someone you can trust even when life hurts.